All right, guys, so quick impromptu video. Want to talk a little bit more about this situation with Terence Crawford being willing to go up to 168 to face Canelo Alvarez, or the winner between Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo this September the 30th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, we all know he changed his mind. He talked about that on the Joe Rogan show, and the reason it's because he wanted to be undisputed in 3 weight classes. Now, you guys know the dynamic shifting with Jermell Charlo kind of threw a monkey wrench into the plan. The plan was to defeat Errol Spence Jr. and become undisputed at 147, then go up to 154 and face Jermell Charlo and become undisputed at 154 pounds, doing kind of like a clean sweep there, 140, 147, 154. But now with Jermell going up to 168 to face Canelo Alvarez and the WBO stripping Jermell Charlo of the WBO come the 30th fight time, that's no longer going to be the case. Tim Tszyu's going to be the WBO champion. Now, Terence Crawford would have to face Tim Tszyu, and then he would have to wait for Charlo to make a decision whether or not he's going to come back down to 154 to defend his titles against Terence Crawford. So if he goes up to 168, he does have the opportunity to become undisputed in one fight, no matter if the winner is Canelo Alvarez or Jermell Charlo. You know, he doesn't have to face 2 guys. He doesn't have to wait around for mandatories. He can get that fight right away. So honestly, I think he's being realistic. I know a lot of people think he's delusional, but if you stop and think about it for a minute, I think a lot of people thought that that was going to be the plan with Errol Spence Jr. Facing Canelo Alvarez at 168. So honestly, what's the difference? You know, the only difference would be that instead of Errol, it would be Crawford. And Crawford, I know he's come up from the lower weight classes, 130, 135, 140. Now he's at 147. He's jumping 3 weight classes, but weight doesn't win fights. Weight doesn't win fights. Skills win fights. And we know he's probably the most skilled fighter in the world. He's the pound for pound best fighter in the world. He has a superior boxing IQ when it comes to both of those guys, Canelo and Jermell Charlo. So honestly, I think the fight would be very competitive with either one of those guys. So I think he does have a chance. The only thing that will be working against him, I think, is whether or not he can withstand the punching power coming from both of those guys. But out-skilling those guys, out-thinking those guys, I think that's going to be in his favor. So I think it's an excellent idea. I think it's an excellent opportunity. And when you want to be a great, you got to do things that people aren't willing to do. So, you know, he's going out on a limb. You know, he wants to be in a league of his own. And going up from 147 to 168 to fight for undisputed, that's unheard of. So you got to give him his props for having the guts and believing in himself to want to even try this. But anyway, I just want to talk about that for a little bit. You know, I welcome it. If something like that takes place, I'm definitely going to be there. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Terence Crawford jumping up 3 weight classes, daring to be great, trying to become undisputed in 3 weight classes. Do you think he's being delusional? You guys let me know how you feel about that in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.